Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on where you are watching us from. It's good to be here this Monday morning. We really do apologize for starting the show a bit late this morning. But then the show must go on. My name is Yinka Kenny. As unfortunately Tommy Singh cannot be here this morning, but then we have to roll. You know that we'll always come here to give you what's happening in the polity, and that's what we are going to do exactly this morning. Good to be here once again, and good to have you, our viewers, watching us all over the world. With me on the studio, as usual, on Monday morning, you know that we always have Olusegun Okunade in the studio, a chartered accountant, and the vice chairman, ICANN Ikeja District. Good to have you this morning, and also a public affairs analyst.
Good morning, Yinka Kenny. My pleasure to be here this morning.
Yes, good to have you. How was your weekend?
Yeah, well, full of several activities, meetings here and there. But, well, we keep asking ourselves whether we're utilizing the whole 7 days now. You know, with this COVID and every meeting via Zoom, so they can call on meeting at any point in
Anytime.
We discovered that the whole 7 days is now being utilized for your work.
Abby?
Possibly
So
after
you need
service.
additional day.
No, but I'm sure God won't create that. So we need to create it ourselves. So, but nice to be here this morning.
Thank you very much. All right, and you know, like Sheson said this morning, that so much pressure here and there. On a Monday morning, I just hijacked this man. That okay, we need to put down the pressure. We need to put down the pressure a little bit. Now let's just come and help us, because the quality is too high. Everybody is high. Good morning, MC Real. Good to have you on the in the studio this morning.
Like you said, so like Monday, usually Monday. Mine is unusual, right?
Yours is unusual.
Like you said, I was like Jack, and I said, sister called me already, man. I have to answer the call. And then I think we need a day between Sunday and Monday.
Oh, so you need.
I want to subscribe to that.
You need a some Monday.
Okay, maybe a some Monday.
A some Monday.
That one will not be added to the week, but we'll know like, okay, that one, no, you are not going to church or mosque or work. Just be at home and chill. And anybody that they find outside will be fine. All of us should rest at home.
Compulsorily.
A compulsory day.
Maybe if you bring that up, it will work in Nigeria also continue.
Honestly, I was at 4 a.m. today, and there was traffic.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got home like 11:30.
Where? Which area is that?
Yeah, coming from Bega down to Ikeja. There was traffic already, and I was like, that Bega, the population at that place is much.
It's Bega, you are saying. Just go to all this way to be coming from Songo, Alakuko, Agbado Jaye.
Funny thing, I think people that stays around that Songo, Mowe Bafo, most of them work in Lagos.
Yes, they do.
I have a friend that comes from Ibadan to work in Lagos.
Okay, with the train now.
Okay, maybe that will be of help.
With the train now,
but
yes.
It's very fast. Have you used it?
They say it's okay. Even with the vehicle, you'll be you'll be in the traffic for God knows how long. But with the train,
it's an average of 1.5 hours.
Which is fair
so
enough.
You can predict.
At times when you are stuck,
leave by 8, by 9:30 to 10.
Yeah.
I have a family that left this morning.
I understand that some people are relocating to Ibadan, and they're still working in Lagos.
I share that with you now.
Okay, were you the one that said it's okay?
Even a friend of mine left
Lagos.
Ilukbeju was paying million for 2 bedroom. I think he was paying close to like 1.5 million, and he relocated to Ibadan. Invited me to come and say hello to them, and I got there and said, their sitting room is like this, your studio. This old place. You know, the guy was using 3-seater, 2-seater, and he putting that in the sitting room.
It was like he was ready and everything.
And I said, oh boy, how much are you paying for it? He said, yes, I'll leave those things. This rent now 250K. I said, oh boy.
Oh my God.
So you're not thinking of
relocating?
You now look at when we went, I said, don't bother this one. Let's go and eat Yakoyo. And they brought the
amala
stuff and amala.
You know, and the way do that they say is COVID-19.
You know, there is the medicine. And I was like, today, the bill they will give to us, we will know how far. And they brought the whole thing for the two of us. They said, like, whether 1.6 or 1.7.
Can you imagine?
I said, oh boy.
1.6 or not even up to 2,000.
Up to 2,000. And I said, if I'm going to eat this kind of thing in Lagos, I know what I will be saying.
Exactly.
He says, yes, I know the savings I'm making. So what he does is, he comes to Lagos Monday, stay with friends by Friday, it's back to base. And serious savings. Such as you can't compare it. And that is part of what we said. I was sharing with someone saying that Ogun State should be residential hub for Lagos. Lagos is now the commercial nerve center. Let it be. People that are in the developed world, they travel hours.
Yes.
So I think with this infrastructure that the government is putting in place, it will assist. It can decongest Lagos. So you know you come to Lagos to work. And get back to base to go and rest. Then you can be able to gather one or two things out there. And that's why, at least in a little way, I give it to this administration with the rail system that's going on, the red, the blue, that will link up with the federal government. At least that will ease the process. I think by traveling before the last in 2019, 2018, I visited a friend, and where he was staying was like Ilorin to Lagos, and he goes to work every day via train. It's very timely, and they get it out there. So
honestly, which means if we can get the infrastructure right, then it's a step ahead.
It's a step ahead, and the second one is, an average Lagos Nigerian, we have this kind of ego. I don't know where we are created from. Even when they put a transit bus down there, all of us comfortable with AC, people still want to go out with their car.
No, that was then. Now people, there is a kind of subconscious mind now that tells people to ease the stress somehow.
Are you sure?
Yes, I think so, because people they realize, like, you now find a lot of people exercising, which was not like that, some time ago.
Honestly,
you find a lot of people trying to ease. For me, if I have a way round not driving, I will not drive. Honestly, for me. And a lot of Nigerians are now, like that.
A lot of Nigerians in your category. The younger people will like showing off.
Okay, we have this mentality. Okay, let me use entertainment as a case study, right? Or let me use a corporate work
setting.
Imagine you want to go get a contract from a company. You have this mentality as an African in Nigeria that they don't want to see your track record first, your appearance and what you come with to that place. So imagine you're bringing like a Range Rover 2020 to get a contract of maybe 50 million.
Will they follow you to the car park?
No, they will. They might have seen you.
Some will even spoil,
you get
peeped via the windows.
Somebody categorically told me, like, oh, you want to go get a contract, because I was discussing advert and all. He said, don't go with Uber. Go with your car. When you get to the gate, settle the gate man first. When you get to the reception, tip the reception. They will tell you the right person to see.
No, but for me, anyway, I don't know. At times, I really love to.
We're wired like that. Like Nigerians, we always want to
you
show
love
off.
it, but the perception.
I love my comfort.
Because an average person wants to see, what did he drive there? Are you sure this will not squander funds?
But sometimes the comfort.
That's not it. Okay, let's see what we have in the papers this morning. Yes, we cannot but talk about what's going on in the polity, and we cannot but talk about how Nigeria will move forward. And this morning I have the first paper with me. I'm just going to run through the stories that made their way to the headlines of the papers this morning, and then we'll discuss some of the issues, matters arising in the papers this morning. And this morning, the Guardian newspaper is coming with a list story. Nigeria rations 2,500 megawatts over vandalization of gas-fired plants. And the riders Olorun Shogo, Alaoji, Gerugu, Sapele, Omotosho, Ugeli plants heat. Nigeria to cut metering gap by 50%, reduce tariff, presidency says. Review of privatization, liquidity crisis, experts canvass. NCC alerts Nigerians to new ransomware attacking organization network, and IPOB declares sit at home tomorrow to back Kanu 2023 presidency. Tinubu's declaration, implications for APC, PDP, and Southeast rather. Hundreds of Kaduna residents flee as bandits attack. That's so unfortunate. Okay, the Nation newspaper this morning is the one I'm about to read now. The Nation is coming with the lead story. Bruni APC chiefs in crucial Pali on zoning convention. PDP, nobody can stampede us on presidential ticket. Opposition governors meet. And above the nameplate, Olubadan, I chiefs to debate legal orders. UK scraps test for vaccinated travelers from January 26. Okay, that's an interesting one. I think we'll just touch that briefly. All right, at the end of when I finished reading the papers. Jega urges National Assembly to drop direct primary clause. States to share $750 million for fiscal transparency. Buhari renews crackdown on bandits order to military. President writes Niger government on directive to defense headquarters. Gunmen on bike sack Kaduna village. Tinubu hopeful on end to insecurity. The Punch newspaper is coming next with the lead story. States kick as NNPC continues deductions. FAAC meets on Wednesday. Deductions not justifiable, says Delta. It's injustice against Ekiti. That's coming from one of the commissioners. And states, federal government may clash. Subsidy not under our control, says NNPC. Senator demands probe into death of Ogun 5 farmers and others. First SWA. Tension rises as Anambra fumes over Tuesday's IPOB sit at home. I want to mentor Ajao Oka giving money to inmates in traffic. That's coming from Obi Kubana. All right. And NDLEA intercepts Kebbi. Kanu bound 1.5 million tramadol, seizes Lagos sports drugs. Osun prison inmate's wife gives birth to triplets. Family seeks help. PDP governors meet. Decide on 2023 zoning to advise NWC. And finally this morning I have the Nigerian Tribune with me. Convention. How APC may decide presidential chairmanship aspirants' fate. Plans 4,509 delegates. 2023, how Osinbajo will perform if empowered. All right. Biafra court grants Kanu 3 days to canvass for fresh bail in terrorism charge. Uneasy calm its aviation sector over lopsided appointment. Serap writes Buhari, seek copy of agreement with Twitter. PDP governors meet in Port Harcourt today to consolidate rescue, rebuild Nigeria project. And Ekiti 2022, PDP reconciliation moves suffer setback. Aspirants allege NWC's compromise. Buhari orders military action in Niger. And gunmen abduct 28, 3 feared killed. We are paid over 200 million naira ransom to bandits, but have no peace. Zamfara community alleges. And above the nameplate we have a special report there. Our change of government location delayed 43.2 billion Ibadan dry port. Again, kidnappers strike on Lagos Ibadan expressway, abduct 3. And corruption, we were saints compared to today's politicians. That's coming from no other person but IBB. So many stories to talk about, and briefly this morning, it's all well, we have politics between APC, PDP. I was hoping to hear maybe NNF or OPP or something else, but we are still in this matter of APC and PDP. So I think it's just getting, let's just leave them on their side. Let them be deciding what the presidential and the chairmanship fate, is going to be. Well, we will keep our fingers crossed and hope to see, what's going to come out from that. Before we move on, IBB is talking here. He's saying that they are saints compared to, what? Briefly, what do you think about that? Is he saying is that a statement of fact?
Well, it's about his perception with what is going on now, and life on its own is perception. Looking at what is going on now, he feels some of their achievements while he was president of this nation as a military person is far much more better, and there was no system. But I know then that he was a military person, but was a serious politician, because we all know that IBB is characterized with chop and chop. So many. I'm sure if IBB is to be our president currently, he has a way of sizing us up and knowing when to eject funds, and everybody will just go down and he will do what he's supposed to do. But coming to tell us that he's a saint compared to the politicians, well, the only person that will justify if anyone is a saint is God. All of us, according to the scripture, we are all sinners. And part of the evil that some of them have done in time past is what we are paying for as we speak. Because if the government has been continuing the way it should be, developing certain infrastructure, maintaining it, would have grown this country. We have the resources. If you have, if you've seen the amount of funds some of these are leaders as embezzled. If he's claiming that he's a saint, the structure that was built for him in Niger, I'm sure as we speak, he knows is a waste. Because how many of the rooms can he stay now? Julius Berger built a building inside a cave, and you can. I don't want to tell you how serious that building was. It cost billions of dollars. So billions of dollars as at then and now, and he's coming to tell us. It's because he has compared himself to say, well, there seems to be more poverty in the land. People are being impoverished, but only instead of impoverished. But for someone like me, it's not a saint, because if he has done what is needful and others have built on it after over 20 years, we should be better off. 20 years ago, where was Singapore? Where are they now? 20 years ago, where was Saudi Arabia?
So would you say it is the fault of the past regime that the subsequent regimes that came, after the past regime, his own regime, they did not continue with what it was doing?
We keep saying that government is continuing, but we've never practiced that. And that's why I can tell you that 20 years ago, where was Dubai? Now everybody is running to Dubai to do, and we have a lot of things. Over the weekend,
and Dubai is a yardstick now, because we hear someone saying he's going to turn Nigeria to Dubai.
Of course, and I want to see the magic that will bring them back. The truth of the matter is, our leaders have not done what is needful. The young ones are not pleased with what is expected of them. And that's why you see everybody these days, the word is japa.
Sorry, I would like to come in now, and I think Dubai and UAE we are going too far. Ghana, Rwanda, you can actually look at them, because now
because people don't know so much of this country because they are
no. Dubai is far. Ghana, have you seen Ghana International Airport compared to Nigeria airports?
No, but I was at the airport, international airport.
Which of the airports? Ghana now, Nigeria?
Nigeria. Now, when you go to the airport, you hear a wing A,
you're a bit quiet when you want to see.
No, you don't blow the
Are you putting on your mic?
I remember when I was in South Africa, and they said gate A, I know what I traveled between gate A and gate B. And just on Friday, I took someone to the airport traveling out. And I saw, it's been a while I've been here because
in
it's
the international airport.
And I saw gate A, gate B, gate C, gate. If you consolidate
They are
A, B, C, D, it's not up to half of gate A.
Oh my God! Please,
Just
please off your mic.
Okay,
Please,
honorable, off your
off your mic, off your mic. Let's quickly talk about Twitter here. Serap is saying that they want copies of agreement.
Yes,
you are.
yeah.
That's your terrain.
I don't know, because you know our government, this government can come out. You can do something now that you probably don't know you are doing something against the law. Right? And then they will just call you out and tell you, oh, you have done this, it's against the something according to the law and the agreement or the proper consensus that they had between Twitter company and Nigeria. You should not put something like this or say something, because it is obvious, it is visible to the blind and audible to the deaf that this current administration does not buy the idea of criticism. Either they are doing well, they just want to be praised. My own opinion as a Nigerian, they just want to be praised. So now Serap is like calling them now. Okay,
let us see what you have signed, though.
People, we all knew why you suspected them, because you feel, oh, you suspended them rather because you feel, oh, they are against this government and they are funding some anti-government to tackle the administration of His Excellency.
Those are allegations.
Those are allegations. And now, when you call them, because I'm not even happy that Twitter is back. I have my reason. Honestly, they should have let us finish 2023 election. Then let's decide if Twitter is coming back. Because I know one of the top politicians in Nigeria, an elderly statesman, you know, currently, you know, running ups and downs for his presidential ambition now. He's now saying, oh, I'm happy the president, you know, lift the ban on Twitter. This will really help the Nigerian youth. There's much impact on Twitter. Where was he 7 months ago? He has the power.
No,
he has
he needed to put off mic.
He has everything. He has everything to meet with president and say, see, this Twitter, many Nigerian youth are eating from it. People are getting jobs. Like I have friends that they work on internet for. They don't even pay them in naira. They pay them in dollars. They pay some through PayPal. Like they write for them, write for all these, you know, international companies. Imagine Twitter eventually brought one of their
maybe for their sake is good that Twitter is back. So is the, but Serap is saying that we want to know what you have agreed.
Show us the agreement, yes, so that we know where to direct our footsteps to.
So that we don't err.
If we go enter gutter, you can't tell us.
All right, quickly, our time is fast spent this morning, but I don't want us to leave this table without talking about UK scrapping tax for vaccinated travelers from January 26. I think that's a good one to hear from Nigerians, but you know, unfortunately, we have everywhere flying all around Nigeria fake COVID-19 cards. What is this implication on Nigeria and UK? As a country, Nigeria as a country and UK?
Yeah, well, for me, not really too good as an information, because the level at which people are dying these days and becoming too suspicious.
Is suspicious, okay.
Is suspicious in the sense that I think people need to go carry out the test. The only disadvantage I've said over time is, can we try and domesticate some of the solution in such a way that even when you're, it's just like when you go and you carry out tests on malaria, you're confirmed that you have, and there is medication for you to take. I think that's the way we should go, rather than just going blank and saying you are free to go anywhere. The virus is in town, as far as I'm concerned. Let's look for ways. I just don't believe in the area of saying vaccination.
It's okay.
What is that we can do locally?
I think they are beginning to put down the pressure, because you know WHO is saying it's fast becoming an endemic, no more a pandemic.
And the truth of the matter is, for UK to have come out with this, you know, the last time they came out with a red flag, Nigeria, they know what they lost. Okay,
we just have to go. We just have to go. I think, well, we will. They are the ones directing us. WHO is leading us. Okay, let's pray that they say it's becoming something that is like flu or something that is endemic. It's no more pandemic. Okay, but unfortunately, that's all we can take. That's all we can take this morning. We got to leave the studio. Thank you so much, Sheson Okwade, for coming. coming to the studio this morning.
My pleasure always.
Thank you, MC Real. I hijacked you and you honored us this morning.
Pleasure.
Thank you. My name is Yinka Kenny. Thank you for being there for us this morning. We'll see you some other time. It's bye for now.